Next one, who knows the fourth loop type? What's the fourth? There's 4 different loops.
Foreach.
We said do while loop, and for loop.
The Foreach.
Foreach, yeah. Who knows about Foreach? Yeah? So you've covered Foreach. Alright, cool. So what's Foreach used for? Give me an example.
For arrays, we use it
For
for
array.
kind of arrays.
Yeah.
When it goes through the arrays without any counter.
I think in most languages it's basically syntactic sugar that it compiles down to being identical to before, but it's on the
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's popular in arrays as well as databases as well. So for each record in a database, do something with it. Or you might be like trying to increment the salary, all the staff in a database by 10%. So you say, for example, for each staff salary, increase it by 10%. So basically the syntax for that is for each, and then you would say maybe like x in y. Is that correct? Yeah? And then you would like, I don't know, do something to x in y. So you say maybe x plus plus, so add 1 to x or something like that. Yeah, it could be something as simple as that, just basically adding 1 to value of x. So this was 2, would be number 3. So that's basically the for loop for you. The third one, what's the third building block? Who knows? Just a guess. You guys have done programming.
It's the switchers.
Which one?
Switch.
Oh, switch, yeah, very good. Switch. Now, what's the syntax for the switch? You would put like, switch is very similar to if, but it works in some, you have to decide which sort of keyword to use, where it's suitable, what's the application. So switch is very similar to the if condition. But here what we'll do, we'll say, for example, we'll ask the user, I'm going to write it as pseudocode, so then we can sort of like generalize it, and then after that we can go into a particular language, how you would actually ask the user for inputs, whatever. I'm just dealing with that at the moment. So say you ask user for choice, for example, so between like 1 to 10, for example. And then after that we'll say switch I. So let's say, for example, we're storing the user's choice that he makes in this variable called I. So they'll just put like 1, 2, or 3 to 10, and then we'll just start testing. We'll open the block and we'll say case 1. So you say the first case is 1. If they entered 1, print I, for example. Yeah. Print line I. So, and then you, after that, or you could do whatever. If they select 1, it could be like, withdraw from bank account some money or something like that, or deposit some money into the account. It could be whatever code. And at the end of that case, what we'll do a break. And what a break does, it actually exits the whole block of code. It will just come out of it. So it will do that block, and it will just come out. It won't test for the next case. Otherwise, it will just do case 2, and it will do something else, and then it will say break. And at the end, after we say, so for example, we've tested all the conditions, we can say default. That's basically, if the user entered, let's say, for example, 11, we only take into consideration 1 to 10. So we entered 11 or any other value. So we want to sort of like say, okay, this is the default case here. Anything other than these choices, do something else, and come out of the loop. Yeah? Is that easy to follow? Yeah? Does everyone know what the switch case? Do you want to ask questions at the back or anything?
Yeah, what was the last thing you wrote as variable?
Default.
Yeah, underneath that, under the right?
Underneath it, it's just whatever. You put whatever code, and then break as well. Just exactly the same as here, you put a break. But after each case, you put a break at the end. In this case, it's the default case, you put a break at the end, and then you do a 7. You close the block of code. You open the brace, you close the brace at the end. That's very simple, that. What comes after the switch? Comes after the switch, who knows?